Hello everybody, happy Saturday and welcome to today's live stream. After I finished looking a little bit gormless and not really knowing what time this whole stream starts, we'll get into it. So sorry about that little interlude at the start. I think I missed the time that we actually started. How is everybody today? What's everyone up to? What news does everyone have? Sound off in the comment section below. Before we get into everything, I'm just going to set up everything and we are good to go. So how is everyone's Saturday? Wow, we're busy already, which is good, and it's good to see that most of the old gang are here. And I say old gang, I mean like, you know, the OG crew, not anyone's age. How's everyone's week been? It's been pretty manic this week, but I think I always say that on these live streams. So it's actually really nice to just sit down and chill with you guys, talk all things skincare. For anyone that is new to these live streams, we do them every Saturday, which is 6 p.m. UK time, 7 p.m. European time, and 1 p.m. Eastern US time. And we just talk all things skincare, basically. We just keep it very chill. You guys can ask any questions that you've got. I'll go through some of the things I've discovered this week in terms of skincare. We'll just keep it all very light and all very chill. I want to give a big shout out before we start to Tom, who's very kindly moderating this live stream. Honestly, wouldn't be able to do this without the support of Tom and Marlene. Marlene's, I believe she's here. She's travelling back from her vacay, so depends on the internet connection, but I do really appreciate both Marlene and Tom being here and supporting with the moderation. So should we start with some like hellos, some how are yous? Starting with Rita, welcome my love, great to see you. Melenthia, so good to see you. And Melenthia, just the video that's coming after this live stream. So the live stream goes on for an hour till 7 p.m. UK time, and then automatically everyone gets transferred over to today's live premiere, where we can continue to chat. We can talk all the way through the video and share our favourites, because today it's about dupes for the SkinCeuticals CE Ferulic Serum, which I know you guys are such a fan of. I'm calling out special hello and shout out to Melenthia, who I know is a huge fan of the SkinCeuticals product. So I'll be really intrigued to know what you think about any of the dupes and if any of them live up to the hype. Patty, wonderful to see you, my love. So good to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Nala, fantastic to see you. Big congratulations on your website. Quick question. Does Neo Repigment expire as I've had it open a year? Well, let's cover that. Well, first of all, thank you so much for the congratulations. For those of you that don't know and are looking for a little bit of an update on the Mad About Skin skincare line, we have now, the website has now launched. I'm confident in the certainly within the next week, I'll be sending out the pre-order emails for people who have pre-ordered to get their hands on the products. But if you want to see a little bit of a sneak peek, you want to see what the products look like, the ingredients list, and just look through things in more detail, the website is now live and can be got at www.madaboutskincare.com. There you go. I'm sure Tom will do me a favour and leave a link in the comment section if we haven't already. But anyone that does want to check it out, feel free to check that out after this live stream. See what you think of the products, the packaging, all of that good stuff. In terms of does a Neo Repigment expire, I've had it open for over a year. There should be a code on the back. So if you turn over the product, there should be like a little, it looks like a little like moisturizer tub with a number in. That number represents the number of months that it's valid for after a year. It won't destroy your skin or do anything too bad, but I never really recommend people use out of date or expired products because you won't be getting a lot of benefit from them, and there could be some issues around how well preserved the products are. So I personally wouldn't use it if you've had it open for more than a year. Annika, welcome. Annika says, big congratulations on your website and being sold out on everything. I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much, Annika. Honestly, when I see that sold out sign there, I'm like baffled. But we're hopeful that there'll be new stock to replenish the out of stock stuff. Sort of this second week of September is what we're aiming for. So hopefully, for those of you that weren't able to get your hands on stuff in pre-order, it won't be a whole long time before you can get your hands on the product. And I thank you so much for the love and support everyone's showing towards the website. It honestly has just been mind-blowing how kind people have been about it. Definitely, would love for you to go over there, check it out, and let me know what you think. All feedback is good feedback. Let me know what you think about it. It's www.madaboutskincare.com. Tuman says, congratulations on the website. Thank you so much. And wonderful to have you here, my love. Hello to William, who says, I'm at work doing DoorDash for extra skincare products. Sorry I haven't been active in the Facebook group. I just received my Yes Style haul and I'll post it on Monday. Well, William, I can't wait. I hope you're having a good day, a fabulous weekend, and I can't wait to see your post about your style on Monday. Tina, welcome. Tina says, won't be able to make it today. We'll be watching on the replay. Well, I'm sending lots of love to anyone who does watch this on replay. I know I've noticed a lot of YouTubers when they do live streams literally don't allow it to be uploaded on replay. Why not? Like, the replay squad is always like 4 times bigger than those that can catch it live. So if you are watching on replay, sending you lots and lots of love to all the replay squad. And for those of you that are here live, honestly, love you all so much. And Tina, give me a big wave for when you watch on replay. Let's have a look. Tom and Marlene both in the house, which is so good to see. And Tom has really kindly left a link to the Facebook group. So for anyone that hasn't joined the Facebook group, really would love you to. Tom's kind of left a link. There's some questions for when you enter it, because we're very exclusive. It's a members only club. But it's honestly, all you have to do is fill out this. I think there's 4 questions there, and just make sure that you said you came from the YouTube channel. We'd be so glad to see you over there. Brian said, "Did you see the review of Geek and Gorgeous by Dr. Dre? What do you think?" Oh, I haven't seen that review, Brad. Let's see. So basically, Dr. Dre did a review of Face Theory. I don't know why I can't remember that. And everyone was like, oh, coming for your crown, because obviously I love Face Theory. And I really enjoyed her review, but I don't know. From that Face Theory review, I don't know if you actually use the product or was just reviewing it based on the ingredients list, because obviously you weren't testing products, which I know I can't always do that because it's really difficult to like multitask, show product and talk at the same time. So I don't know whether she was just avoiding doing that or whether she was just reviewing based on the ingredients. So I don't know what the case is with the Geek and Gorgeous. So I will definitely check them out. But to be honest, I love Geek and Gorgeous. I wouldn't know. I was there first. A year ago, I cottoned on to Geek and Gorgeous, and honestly, game-changing. Definitely worth checking out. And I'm really pleased that some of the bigger influencers are also getting on board with it, because I think anything to support a really nice indie brand that's cruelty-free, great formulations, literally I live for. Patty says, you've really surprised me this week because you deserve all of. Oh, thank you so much. And Patty, honestly, I can't wait. And I just thank you so much for all the love and support. So Patty says, just started using the Can Make sunscreen clear. I love this product, and so does my skin. I love the Can Make. You're right to choose the clear because they do 2 versions. They do a clear and they do a white. The white is designed to give a white cast to the skin, which is very popular in Korea and Japan. Not so popular here in the West. So definitely always go for the clear. I'm so glad you love it. It's really good to see an Asian sunscreen that has passed its SPF testing that doesn't have alcohol in, because a lot of them have quite a lot of alcohol, and that doesn't work for everyone. Particularly, I know, Patty, you have quite a dry skin type. Won't really work for you. So it's fantastic that Can Make has given you an alcohol-free option for Asian sunscreen. I hope you absolutely love it, love, and keep me posted. Jennifer says, congratulations on being a sellout. Thank you, Jennifer. Who doesn't love a sellout? Who doesn't love a sellout? If I use 1 drop of the niacinamide from the Ordinary and 2 drops of the hydrating serum, will this dilute the niacinamide to a reasonable concentration? Yeah, in theory, there'll be some chemistry geeks in the thing say, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. And I know it's not quite as simple as that, but yes, in theory, if you mix the niacinamide and thin it out with some other products, yeah, in theory, you'll get a lower concentration. So I know for all the chemistry geeks out there that are screaming at the screen saying that's not how concentrations work, I know. But actually, for us, for us lay people looking into our skincare, yeah, absolutely, that'll work really well for you, my love. But Patty does give a really good recommendation to say, I switched to Good Molecules niacinamide and it's so much nicer. I personally prefer the Good Molecules. I use the discoloration serum, which is really nice and has a nice niacinamide concentration in it. But if you want to use up the Ordinary product, that's a really great place, to mix it in with another serum is great. If you want looking out for another lower strength, I would recommend the Good Molecules. And also the Purito, their buffet has a 5%, I think, concentration of niacinamide in that's really good. Kathy, welcome, my love. Emily, so good to see you, and thank you so much. Emily sends her congratulations, so thank you so much. Question though is, how do I deal with a pimple that keeps coming and going in the same spot? Oh, Emily, no. I was there before you. I have had the same pimple reoccurring in the same spot for the past 2 years. I literally don't know. I went to my dermatologist and I said to her, why does it keep coming in this spot? And she did say that certain areas are just prone. You might have like an overactive oil gland in and around that area, which can just be the case. She recommended I use a sulfur treatment. So on that area, I use it even when I don't have that zit, use that sulfur as if the zit's there, because that'll just dry it out, mop everything up and just help everything out. And since I've done that, it has disappeared. So has the scar. I literally wake up every morning. The first thing I do is touch that area. Has it? No. I'm good. It's not there. So first of all, don't touch your skin like I do every morning. Not a good thing. But I definitely recommend sulfur. So the one that I like two. I like the Sunday Riley Satin, which is a great cruelty-free sulfur treatment, 10%. You want about a 10% concentration. But the Vichy they've launched a new one. Vichy have launched a new one. It's called like SOS. It's a sulfur paste. So, Vichy aren't entirely cruelty-free, so I'm going to just put that out as a disclaimer for anyone that does want entirely cruelty-free. You need to make your own decisions on that, so we'll call that out. But the reason I wanted to try it just for you guys so I can give my honest feedback is because it said to not smell like the rotten eggs that some sulfur treatment can. Sunday Riley Satin, great, cruelty-free, great strength sulfur, but does literally smell like rotten eggs. If you reach for the Vichy SOS one, it's not cruelty-free, but it actually doesn't smell of sulfur, and it still has a 10% concentration. So, either works depending on what your smell tolerance is for that rotten egg scent. It depends where the zit is. If it's here, go for the Vichy. If it's somewhere more discreet where you don't, you're not worried about the smell so much, go for the Satin by Sunday Riley. Let's have a look. Justine, welcome. Gil, welcome. Patty said, I'm doing so much better. My husband has had to take the family medical leave from teaching because of the Delta variant. Well, I'm just hoping you're feeling better, Patty. Honestly, all our thoughts and feelings mine certainly have been with you. And I know so many people have reached out from the Facebook group to double check that you're all right, ask if I know anything. And it's just so good to see scary times. But you know what? Power of positive thought. And I always think, with family and a network to support us and, the power of positive thought, I'm just so glad that you're feeling better, my love. Nicola says, hi, everyone. Tuning in from Paris. Sending lots of love to France, Nicola. Reve, great to see you. Reve says, on time today. We love a timely subscriber. Reve, it's so wonderful to see you. Justice Miles says, hi, everyone. Would you pair azelaic acid at night with retinol or in the morning with tranexamic acid? I actually use it both morning and evening. I just really like azelaic acid. I'd say when you're first starting it, use it on a morning, but you can use it morning and night, particularly if you're going for like a 5 or a 10% concentration. I think it's best to use morning and evening to get the best results. Now, I am going to take a quick sip of my tea, which today is courtesy of Betty's. This is the Betty's tea, which is so good. If you haven't tried Betty's of Harrogate, it's a British brand, but it's so good. Actually, God, in that keep warm mug that I have. Now, while I take a sip of this, if you haven't already, you can click the like button. If you minimize the chat, click the like button, then maximize the chat, it takes you back to where you were in the chat, so you don't miss anything out. We've already got 57 likes, which is absolutely amazing. And just as a little bit of a disclaimer for next week, so next week, the way that YouTube works is changing. So these live streams, to be able to comment on it, you'll still be able to watch them, to be able to comment on a live stream, you have to be subscribed to the channel. That comes in from next week. So I want to just give you a heads up to say, if you can still watch, there's no obligation to be subscribed to watch. But if you want to continue to comment and you haven't subscribed, just click the subscribe button. There's a bell next to it. If you don't click the bell, you won't get notified and spammed all the time. But if you do want to click the bell, you can. But just as a bit of a reminder to click the subscribe button if you want to comment on the any live streams. That goes for any creators going forward. That is so good. And don't forget, guys, after we finish here at 7 o'clock, we're going to go over to today's video, which is on dupes for SkinCeuticals CE Ferulic. So you don't need to do anything. You literally just get transported over there, where it's a live premiere, so we'll continue to chat throughout. It's only like a 10-minute long video. So whether you just hop over there, leave a like, and then disappear to get on with your evening and watch it at a later time, or you stay with us, totally up to you. But it'll just all be sort of taken care of at the end. Nicola, welcome. Do you know what? That's 2 welcomes you've got, because I've just reread the same message. Aileen, great to see you, my love. Sean, so great to see you. Sean says, congrats on the successful launch. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you so much, Sean. And honestly, the feedback on the products and the design has meant so much to me. It was surprisingly easy to create the packaging. They came to me with a design concept. I was like, yeah, love it, done. Next. And it was so easy. I mean, it took me ages to come up with the formulations. So it was kind of nice that I kind of walked into the packaging where the design team that were working out were like, what do you think to this? I was like, yeah, love it, won't change it. Let's just move on. And I loved it from day one. So that bit was super easy. The actual formulation took a lot of sampling. But it's really weird because we're on to the next product. Before this is even formally launched, we're on to the next product. So it all feels like that's just how these time frames have to work. But it feels really weird to almost be moving on to the next stage before the first stage is finished. Messes with my brain a little bit. Maria, Mark, great to see you. Jan, so good to see you, my love, and sending you so much love to Thailand. Sweet Tea, sending you lots of love to Florida, my love. How are you? N566 says, should I still wear an antioxidant even if I don't leave the house? I'd say yes, because actually one of the best things for antioxidants can do is protect against blue light radiation. So blue light radiation comes from our devices, our phones, our screens. We all spend a lot of time on screens of some description, and the blue light can impact. The jury's out as to what level of impact it actually creates. You know, some people think it's as bad as UV radiation for destroying skin. Other people say it's actually not that bad. I just think it's a really nice precaution. And also, don't forget, UVA rays can get through glass, so through your if you sat near a window. So I just think an antioxidant is a nice way of treating your skin all day. But I would say go for one that you don't know you're wearing. So the Inculis Q10 is a great antioxidant because I have no idea I've got it on my skin. No idea at all. And so I kind of don't, I forget, I put it on and I forget about it. I actually think I have a better skin day when I use the Neod Survival Zero, which is my favorite antioxidant. So I say find one you really like and want to use rather than looking for a reason not to use it, if that makes sense. Jill says, horrible week for me. I lost my cat. Oh, I'm so sorry, Jill. Oh, I'm sending you so much love. And honestly, as someone who has, as you can tell from all the cat toys behind me, I have more animals in my life than I ever thought I could cope with. And so I know how devastating it is when it's like losing a part of you. And I'm just sending you the world's biggest hug and so much love. And I know we can all sympathize with that, because it is, you know, for people that say, I hear people say when anything's happened to mine, it's just a cat, it's just a dog. It's not. It's so much more than that. It's a part of you and your life. So Jill, I'm just glad that we can, even if we could just raise one smile on you today, it will be job done for me. So I'm sending you so much love and a big kiss. Patricia says, hi everyone, don't forget to like this video, it'll be awesome. Yeah, do what Patricia says, like the video. Oh my gosh, we're already at 70 likes. That's actually a good record. I think our record for a skincare launch video, I think was 198. So we'll see if we can beat that. We'll see if we can beat that by the end of today. So Aileen says, sending lots of love to Gail. Yeah, I just think it's so sad. And honestly, my love, we are all here for you. And this is what I love about the Mad About Skin. We're like a family. I know we might be at four corners of the world. But we come together on a Saturday, we drink our tea, we sip our cocktail if you're feeling a bit bougie, and we just sit and chat. So hopefully we can take your mind off it for just a little bit of time, my love. So Mark M says, hi Rob, congrats on the launch. The website and product packaging look amazing. Thank you so much. Thanks for the follow-up email. So proud of you. Can't wait to get my products. It's an absolute pleasure. And you know what? If you've checked out the website, and I'd love to know your feedback. But guys, honestly, there's a newsletter you can sign up for, which is when I'll give you, I'm not going to spam, don't worry, it's not going to be one of those every week we need an update, none of that rubbish. It's just to update you when stock comes back in, if there's a new product launch. So feel free to sign up to that if you're able to. But also, beyond just that, you know what, the channels of communication are still open. I still want to hear from you, email, whatever, if you've got any questions. So please, honestly, do keep sending them, because I love to hear from you guys so much. Now, Tanya, welcome, so good to see you. Amy, great to see you as well. Melina says congratulations, thank you so much, my love. Sarah, Mercedes, Glenn, oh, we have all the crew together today. Leilani, welcome. I want to say a big welcome to anyone who's joining for the first time, sending you lots and lots of love. Michelle, great to see you. Patricia says, yes, Rob is here, it's so good to see you. Any updates on the launch of Mad About Skin? Yeah, so obviously we've got the website, we've covered that. We've got regulatory sign off for all the products now, which means we are good to ship internationally. All the export licenses are in, filed, sealed, done. So I kind of feel like all the hard work's been done. They're now shipping the products now. They've been released from I say they're quarantine, but you know what I mean. Like, the regulators reviewing them, making sure they're all happy. I went for the enhanced due diligence checks on them, which is what took extra time. But I thought, do you know what? When you've got nothing to hide, you might as well go all out to, you know, make sure, because that ultimately everything needs to be tip top and perfect for you guys. So we kind of got through all of that, and now we're really at the stage where we're waiting for literally just the massive pallets to arrive in full, and then everyone will be receiving their emails that has pre-ordered to say, dive over to the website, use your code and fulfill the products. If you have pre-ordered already, don't worry, your pre-order is still sat there. It's still good to go and valid. You'll be getting an email in the next week, so just keep an eye out for that. And there's no time limit. It's not like 24 hours, you snooze, you lose. It'll be open for you. So if you don't get to your email straight away, there'll still be the opportunity. They're reserved, they're going nowhere. And then the restock, in terms of people that weren't able to pre-order and it was sold out by the time they got there, the restock will be happening like the second week of September. So there's not a whole lot of time to wait if you do want to get your hands on it. And honestly, just thank you. I keep saying thank you, but honestly, thank you for all the love and support that you guys have showed and for making this possible, because honestly, dream come true. Jane, welcome. Charlotte, great to see you. Melenthia says, our dislike person is here today. Well, the dislike person might be on holiday, or the bot might have crashed, because they haven't disliked any of the videos in the past week. For those of you that don't know, we always had one person that literally, as soon as the video went live, clicked that dislike button. It must be a bot from somewhere, or someone has way too much time on their hands. We haven't had that for a full week, so I think the bot has given up. Maybe they've decided to do something meaningful with their life and be happy. Let's hope it's a happy ending for them. Ian says, hello from East London, love the new website and understand the understated and elegant like yourself. Oh, Ian, you do flatter me. I'm here for the compliments. But I'm sending you lots and lots of love all the way to London. And that's kind of what I liked. I mean, I can't take all the credit for the design, because the designs team literally just presented it to me and said, what do you think? And I loved it. But I think there's something, and that's when you want the ingredients to speak for themselves, I think there's something quite validating about having just everything a little bit simple. I don't think everything has to be super in your face, loud, and especially because the thing I pride myself most about on this channel is the breadth of demographic that we have. This channel doesn't have primarily Generation Z or this group. We have literally the full spectrum of ages, skin types, and all of that. And so I didn't want something that was super edgy and funky, and every 20-year-old wants to get their hands on, because I'm like, really? That's not my age group by far. And it's not also the demographic of this channel. So hopefully we kind of managed to merge everything together to create something that hopefully everybody likes. Sam, welcome. And Sam says, best ingredients for combo breakout prone skin. Oh, a couple of things. First of all, make sure you do have a salicylic acid. Maybe if you combination rather than super oil it a couple of times a week, just to deep clean everything. I also recommend sulfur, particularly on the areas where you have maybe the excess oil that you want to mop up and calm everything down. Sulfur will be your best friend. And azelaic acid applied all over the skin will just balance everything out and make everything that little bit less shiny, less oily, and just hydrate you at the same time. So good. So I would definitely say those three would be my absolute holy grail for combo breakout prone skin. International language of dance, welcome, my love. Just making a nice pot of veggie soup, feeling autumnal. Do you know what? I'm going to give a shout out to Jenny, who, to be fair, she said she couldn't make it. This is a big shout out to Jenny, who'll be watching on replay, who's gone to the spa for a day. We can all feel hate and jealousy towards Jenny because she's having a spa day. When she told me, I was like, I would love a spa day more than anything. It's all pure jealousy. So I hope you're having a wonderful, relaxing time, Jenny. But it's so funny because we were having a chat and Jenny was saying, feeling like autumn's on the way and she's living for it. And I'm kind of the same. I like summer, don't get me wrong, but I think autumn is my absolute favourite. And then it was going to winter. I'm a total loser. And you can all read me to filth in the comments. I'm not apologising. I am that loser that likes to put their Christmas tree up in October. So I kind of go from autumn and winter kind of all merge for me, and I love the colours, I love the hot drinks and the soups and the Christmas trees and all of that. So yeah, I am living for autumn. So I'm fully with you, international language, my love. Totally with you. Suzanne, welcome. Oh, hot in New Jersey with a cocktail. Suzanne, I can't match your cocktail, but I do have a really nice cup of tea because it is actually quite cold here in the UK. So send some of your New Jersey sunshine over this way, please, my love. Glenn says, hello from Somerset. I don't know why I put a really bad Somerset accent on then. I'm really sorry. I'm from the north and I hate it when people do the whole mocking accent, and I just did exactly the same thing. But Glenn, I'm sending you lots of love. I used to live not far from Somerset. I used to live between Cirencester and Stroud, which isn't a million miles away from, so I mean, it is, but relative to the whole world, isn't too far. So I know Somerset well, and I went there for many a nice walk, meals. So sending you so much love. Amy says, I love dupes. Well, Amy, you won't be disappointed. We have the video that goes live straight after this live stream. So we finish here at 7 and then everyone gets seamlessly, I hope if I've said it up right, transported to today's video, which is on dupes for the SkinCeuticals CE Ferulic Serum. There is a reason that product is so hyped, and it's deserved. But not everybody can afford the $166 price tag. Let's be honest. Not all of us want to spend that much or can, and so it's really nice to have a few dupe options. I genuinely think the SkinCeuticals CE Ferulic is game changing, and it is definitely worthy of the hype. But that doesn't mean that we can't celebrate some dupes, and that's what I wanted to do for those of you that maybe don't want to spend that much money or want something a little bit more accessible. Also, SkinCeuticals not entirely cruelty free, so it's nice to have cruelty free options as well, which is what I'm sharing in the video straight after today's live. Kirsty, welcome. Donna, so good to see you, my love. How are you today? Jane, welcome. Melina says, hello from Serbia. Oh, I love, do you know what? I'm sending so much love from whatever corner of the world you are watching in. I'm sending you so much love. And actually, I do want to give a big shout out, just to take a pause. Take a pause in proceedings, because I did want to give a big shout out and send out some love to our viewers over in Afghanistan. We have, that I'm aware of, we have 6 regular viewers, subscribers that come to join our live streams, comment on videos that live out in Afghanistan, and I'm just sending you lots and lots of love. Obviously, praying that you're staying safe and keeping well, and hopefully, and I hope that you'll still be able to join the live streams and share with us in this journey. But just my heart goes out, and I just wanted to send a special set of love to those 6 subscribers, a real supporter of mine, and I just want to repay that by saying, honestly, you're in my thoughts. I do genuinely hope everyone's staying safe, well, and that you'll still be able to join us in these live streams. But if for whatever reason you're not able to, know that our thoughts and more certainly my prayers will be with you. Victoria, welcome, my love. Just landed in London. I can't believe I'm joining the UK time. Victoria, my love. Welcome to the UK. Obviously, I'm biased because I think this is the best place in the world. But welcome to London. I hope your flight was okay. I hope we don't have a post-flight mascony flare-up. I'm also hoping for that. And it's just great that you can watch it on UK time. That is literally amazing. When you're walking through London, just soak it all in and have an amazing time. I haven't been to London in so long. My best friend lives in London, which is why I do get to go across quite a lot. But I haven't been for quite some time, and I'm about an hour and a half from London, down in Southampton, which is on the coast. So you probably won't get a chance to come over to Southampton, my love. But even though it is amazing, but I hope you love London. I hope you have literally the most amazing time. And like I say, definitely take time to explore some of the drugstores here, because I think, again, I am biased. I'm going to put a big disclaimer. I am a bit biased. But I do think we've got some of the best drugstores in the world here in the UK. So many great options. And hopefully there's so much that you can fangirl over in terms of things that you might want to purchase for your own skincare routine. But let me keep you posted. What do you buy? What takes your fancy? What's your favourite food, restaurants, all that good stuff in terms of the London nightlife? I'd love to hear from you. We've got Ingleta. Welcome from Latvia. Sending you lots of love. So Lilani says, I've been using the SkinCeuticals for 20 years. A good dupe is timeless. Well, you'll obviously have to wait for the video later to see which dupes do make it in. Timeless does. But it is really good. Now, it is really difficult to get timeless here in the UK, but for anyone that can, it's genuinely a really good dupe that I would totally recommend. Now, I'm going to take a quick sip of my tea before I lose my voice, but in the meantime, use this opportunity to do the YouTubey things that people always say please do. So things like subscribe if you haven't already, because we'd love to have you as part of the family, and click the like button. Wow, we're at 85 likes, which is all good. But if you haven't already, click that like button. You can minimize the chat, click the like button, then maximize it. It'll take you back to where you were, so you don't miss out or get all confused. I'm just going to take a big sip of my tea. Jane, I nearly spit out my tea then. So Jane says, whoops, I forgot you, Rob. Do you know what, Jane? Jane was so busy saying hello to Tom and Marlene, forgot that I was here. Jane, it's fine. Offence very much taken. No, I'm only joking, my love. I knew what you meant. Sarah says, the site and the products look gorgeous. Thank you so much, my love. William says, Rob, question, can I use a timeless 20% along with your serum in the AM? Yes, and yes. In fact, it will work really well. I would say use the timeless before the serum. That way I think it would layer that a little bit better, but yeah, you absolutely can use it in the same routine. I would personally use timeless and then follow with my serum, just because some of the hydrators in the Mad About Skin serum will provide a bit of a layer for a bit of a hydration boost, and I think the timeless, you'll get more effect from the timeless putting it on first. That would be my recommendation anyway. CL says, I can never seem to find a moisturizer for dry skin, high in ceramides, a good emollient and hydrating all in one. I have to lay 2 to 3. Does it exist? Well, I could do a shameful plug for my skincare line here, but I hate it when YouTubers do that. But one of the main reasons I created the moisturizer I did is because it is really hard to find a moisturizer that actually hydrates and has ceramides and emollients in, but doesn't feel like you're wearing a mask and is super thick. So I would definitely recommend, I created it for this style of thing, but my ultimate hack, whatever moisturizer you do use, just put a few drops of your favorite facial oil in there and just mix it in the palm of your hands and put it on the skin. You won't even know that there's facial oil in it. It doesn't leave you greasy or sticky, but I promise you it will just dial up the hydration into the stratosphere. Whether you do that with the moisturizer I've created or your favorite one on the market, I really don't mind. I definitely recommend trying that hack, because I think it's the best way of taking what is a good but average moisturizer in terms of the hydration levels and making it suitable for drier skin types. That's like my ultimate hack, and it works with all skin types, and it works with all moisturizers. And I owe a big thanks to Patty, who actually gave me that tip. BB Sale, welcome, my love, welcome. So she started using Exaglow, and I'm happy with just a week into it. Yeah, I must admit that normally I say give things a couple of months to actually work. Like, we all want things to work on day one. Skin doesn't work like that. I genuinely think with the Exaglow, I think you're right, my love. I do genuinely see a result with it when I've used it a couple of times. It is a very high potency product, which kind of explains that, but I would definitely recommend it. Melenthea says, May Love Glow Maker is the best dupe I've tried so far, but after finishing nearly a bottle of May Love, I feel SkinCeuticals is better, and I'll go back to that. This is the sort of feedback I love. This is why I adore you, Melenthea, my love. I bought the May Love. It's somewhere in the ether shipping its way over here, because I do know lots of people. So I didn't include it in today's SkinCeuticals dupes video because I hadn't personally tried it, but I do know I can't wait to give it a go. And I'd love to know that one of the things you can do on that video when we do get into it straight after this is if you guys could just leave me a comment with whether, do you keep going back to SkinCeuticals? Are you actually saying, is everyone actually saying it's worth $166, there's nothing better? Or are some of the dupes just as good? In my experience, though, I've got very light hyperpigmentation. It's not too heavy, it's not too much. I find that actually I don't need to reach for SkinCeuticals, because I find whilst it's super effective, I don't need something that high strength to deal with my hyperpigmentation, which is why I tend to reach for like the Sea Glow serum by Geek and Gorgeous that works for me. But I think different skin works differently, which is why I want to hear everyone's ideas and thoughts on the SkinCeuticals. Melina says, have you got any good body sunscreen recommendations? I find them all so greasy. I love the Garnier Ombre Solaire sunscreens. They're all so affordable, so good for the body. They do a mineral body one, which is more matte. They also do like a lotion. I found their lotions are literally barely noticeable. The only thing, sand still sticks to them, so I will call that out. But with the exception of that, you don't even know you're wearing it. So I would say the Garnier Ombre Solaire sunscreens, so good. They're now cruelty-free, they're affordable, just everything good in the world comes from Garnier at the moment, and I'm loving their sunscreens. Hilprey, welcome. I'm so glad to see you. Hilprey says, it actually rained a bit last night after the worst heat wave in Portland history. I know, oh my gosh. I saw the weather chart, and the amount of red just hovering over sort of Washington, Oregon, and then like southern, southwestern bit of Canada. It looks so hot. Saying, I hope you're staying cool. Strivectin has a new retinol product. Will it? We'll try ASAP and report back. Yes. I would love to know what your thoughts on the Strivectin retinol is, because a lot of people have been recommending it and wanting a review on it. I can't personally get it here in the UK. I think I could get it imported, but it costs so much and takes so long. So any feedback you have or anyone else has to share on that, I would love to know. Ashla Brex, welcome. I love, so good to see you. Kathy says, your skin looks extra exceptional today. Kathy, honestly, that means so much to me, because can I just tell you, I am having the biggest hormonal breakout here in the world. Do you know what? I'm fine with it, because actually I find this is how much I know my skin. When I say listen to your skin, this is what I mean. I find when I get zits here, they don't hyperpigment. I don't get the scars, I don't get the marks, I don't get the pigmentation. It's on the cheeks that I do. So when I get a breakout here, I was like, do you know what? It's actually better than if it was on my cheeks. I can live with that. So I actually really thank The Ordinary Concealer for the little bit of work I did here. But I've been using the sulfur masks that I mentioned earlier in the live on this area, and I'm starting to notice it's kind of turned a corner and the breakout isn't quite as bad. I have no idea what's caused it. No idea at all. Like, someone said it might have been the stress, because, you know, obviously with the launch and everything going on, I've been working a little bit harder and it's been a little bit more pressured. But I don't normally break out with stress down there, so who knows? Who knows? But thank you so much. That means a lot to me, my love. And I'd love to take credit, but I think The Ordinary Concealer is doing quite a lot of heavy lifting on the skin front today. Amy, welcome, my love. So good to see you. Lilani says, it's not my true brother to sell ingredients to... That's a so Lilani says, yeah, so you can absolutely use it products if it's expired. It's a few months after expiration, it's fine. So I would always say, this is like the official line, you shouldn't use products after their expiration date. The expiration date is there for a reason, you shouldn't use it after it. However, I do. There's a difference though. If a product isn't opened and you use it a little bit after the expiration date, do you know what? I would personally continue to use it, and that's just, you do what's right for you. The difference is when a product is opened, which was what was asked earlier, when the product's opened, obviously the oxygen's got in there, potential bacteria's got in there, it's a whole different ball game. So I like to say expiration dates when products aren't opened. You know what, some people are a bit more flexible than others, and it's all about personal choice when it comes to that. I think when a product's been opened and opened for like a year, really, it's not worth continuing with it for the risk of what could have happened to the product. It's also probably not likely to be that effective, which is why I personally don't. But it's, look, all personal choice. I always say to people, you do you, and it all comes down to what works best for your skin. Suzanne says, I've used vitamin C for years and I've never experienced oxidation. Is oxidation a big problem as some skincare YouTubers say? Well, funny you should talk about that. I'm going to have a sip of my tea because this, I could go on about this for ages. I won't, but I could. And that tea is great. So oxidation is an issue with vitamin C. So normally, skincare is pretty stable. When you have oxidation with vitamin C, it depends on the concentration, the formulation, the packaging, so much goes into it. If your product is a really deep, like burnt orange color, it's oxidized, and it's not going to damage your skin. This myth that it destroys your skin, it's really bad, it's not. It just won't be as effective as an unoxidized version of the product. And so, you know, you're buying a product, you're expecting maximum efficacy and you're not getting it because the product's oxidized. That's what annoys me about oxidized products with vitamin C, but it actually won't do your skin any harm. Lower strengths, less likely to oxidize. Also, there's a load of other things that go into it. If you haven't noticed it, I think you'll be absolutely fine. The problem is the pure form L-ascorbic acids tend to oxidize quite quickly, which is why Drunk Elephant changed their C-Firm a Day serum, because everyone was getting that oxidized, and it's so expensive to get a rubbish product that's oxidized by the time it gets to you, which is why they changed their formulation and their packaging. SkinCeuticals, one of the main reasons it's so expensive is because it's in a super stable form, yet high potency, so it won't oxidize. So there's things to think about. I don't think it's as big a deal as some YouTubers make it out to be, but that's just personal choice. Jana, welcome, and sending lots of love to Zimbabwe. Aileen says, Rob, what do you think about the Regimen Kit Vitamin X? I found it too strong for my skin. I actually love the Regimen Lab Vitamin X. I do agree, it is quite strong. I have very robust and resilient skin. I've had no issues with it, but I definitely felt a tingle and I definitely felt that prickling. And so I think if you've got sensitive skin, I probably would say maybe go for something a bit more gentle, and that's fine. It's all about doing what's right for your skin. But if you want high potency, highly effective serums, I think honestly, regime, depends where in the world you are, Lab actually do really, really good products. I know Marlene is a huge fan of the Vitamin X serum that she's been trying. I know a couple of other people that have tried it and loved it. My own experience with it has been good, but I do worry that if you used it on sensitive skin, you might pay the price a little bit. So it's about weighing up what's right for your skin. Serum Buddy Bug, I think I said that right. Serena, thanks for putting your name in there. That's easy to say. Serena sending happy Saturday from New Mexico. I'm sending you lots and lots of love, Serena. Joanna says, hello, could you recommend me a good essence? I tried the Camellia Flower Oil and Matcha Essence Sheet Mask and fell in love with it, but now let's try an essence. Essences. Well, my favourite, is it really an essence? I like the Make Prem Hydrating and Calming Essence Serum. It's definitely more of a cream essence than a pure essence that you think of more like a toner, but I love that. That is my holy grail. It's packed full of panthenol, calms and soothes the skin. It's like the best hydrating, calming, soothing, all around amazingness. I love it. I love the Ginseng Essence by Beauty of Yosen. That's my favorite true essence. That's in that liquid form. I love that. Definitely would recommend it. Those I'd say are my two absolute favorites at the moment. Now, I'm going to take a little sip of my tea. If you haven't, oh my god, we're nearly at 100 likes, 98. So let's see if we can push it over the 100. If you haven't already, if you minimize the chat, you can click the like button, then maximize the chat, and it takes you back to your same place. So you don't have to faff around trying to find it. Now, I'm going to have such a big sip of this tea, and then I'll be right back. So good, so good. If you haven't tried Betty's tea, shameful plug for them, because honestly, not sponsored, love their tea, so good. DM13 says, hello, and hello, Danny, so good to see you, my love. Did you know that MAS, Mad About Skin, in Spanish means more plus? Just to reassure that Mas is the right name for the line. I will definitely take that. I love that, literally love that. I had no idea, Danny. It's meant to be. It's just meant to be. I actually didn't want to use the name Mad About Skin originally, because I don't know, I chose it for the channel, and is it my favourite? Jury's out. But the marketing team and everything said, no, stick with it because it's what people know. And I'm so glad I did, because actually when I see it with the logo and everything, it's just all falling into place. And now you've said that, Danny, fully on board. Fully on board. Amy says, just got the Can Make Clear too. I love it. Yeah, I'm a huge Can Make fan. The only criticism, if I was going to criticise the Can Make Mermaid Gel in one word, the price. The price is great, but you don't get a whole lot of product, and I go through it quite a lot. So that would be the only thing I change about it. The rest, the formulation is just stunning, stunning, stunning. Jane says, Rob, I got a confession to make. I said I wouldn't buy anything until I got your serum. Well, this is your fault, but I bought the Azuraline and Matrixol. But where does it go in the routine? First of all, there is no shame in buying the Matrixol and the Azuraline. They're both super affordable and really effective. And like I said, I did this, for those of you that haven't seen it, check it out after the live stream. I did a video where people call it a hack to combine the Matrixol from The Ordinary with the Azuraline solution from The Ordinary. Combine them two and you get the same results as Botox. I tried it for a month because I was like, okay, this hack seems too good to not do. Tried it for a month and I saw a significant reduction in fine lines and wrinkles. Not the same as Botox, unfortunately, but definitely worth it for it's not invasive and it's cheaper. So definitely would recommend it. So Jane asks, where would you put it? I would actually put it straight after your cleanser. I would use it as your first serum step because you really want the maximum benefit of it being close to the skin. I would personally put it there for the best results. And let me know what you think. Let me know, does it actually work for you? I was really impressed, but I want to hear from more people. If anyone's done that hack, mix the two. And when we say mix the two together, use the two at the same time. You can mix it in the palm of your hand. Don't mix the two bottles together because you never know what's going to happen. But mix 2 drops of each in the palm of your hand and then use it. Let's have a look. Rosemary, welcome, says, give me a pigmentation, please advise. So pigmentation, best thing, tranexamic acid, azelaic acid. Use the two together. Game changer for me. It's worked so well for my hyperpigmentation. I also literally love the Repigment by Neod, but it is a bit pricey and not accessible everywhere, so bear that in mind. Oh, as a side note, I'm going to share this with you. I have a code for Feel Unique, which they sent me for this month only. So, for this month only. And it's Mad About Skin 50, MAS 15, capital MAS 15. If you use it on the Feel Unique website, you get 15% off. Now, don't just do it because you want to use a code or whatever. But I'm calling it out because for those of you that want to buy Neod, they now stock Neod. So it's not quite the 23% Neod give us off in November. But if anyone's running low on their Neod products and wants a saving and doesn't want to wait till the Decium sale in November, you can get 15% off, which is almost as good as 23% off, kind of. So yeah, it's MAS capitals 15, no space between them, and that will give you 15% off your Neod, well, any purchase on Feel Unique, but particularly for Neod, I stocked up using my own code. Can I do that? But I did anyway. Because I was like, actually, I am running low on a couple of things that I don't want to wait till I have to do it. And I left a link to it in today's video. So basically, if you, after this, we're going to go over to today's video, which is all on the Dupes SkinCeuticals. And I left a link in that to the Feel Unique website and the link for the code. So use that and then explore the site. If you do want 15% off Neod, just thought I'd call that out. But yeah, Rosemary, I would recommend tranexamic acid and azelaic acid together and the Neod Repigment if you want a quick fix but don't mind spending a little bit more. Tilani says, congratulations on your skincare brand. Thank you so much, my love. Do you think the Ordinary Matrixol and the Ordinary Azuraline solution are better than Neod Copper Amino Acid Serum? Ooh. Okay, so, yes. I said it. I think the two together, but then they don't have the copper peptides. I don't know. If money is no object, the 3 together, perfect combination. I think they're probably on a par. I think combining the 2 together, probably on a par, but I do think the Neod Copper Amino Acid. Also, can you guys keep a secret? Like, if you can keep a secret, I'm telling you and nobody else. I have a little bit, because it's embargoed, but I have a little bit of an update on the Copper Amino Isolate Serum from Neod. It's gone from this to this. I'm not allowed to say anything. I've been testing it for the past 3 weeks. I'm not allowed to say anything till the 1st of September. But you hear a sneaky peek here. So if anyone does want to know a little bit more gossip about that, message me privately. You didn't hear me say that. But yeah, 1st of September, I will be sharing more with that. But I've been trying it, and honestly, the Copper Amino Isolate Serum from Neod has gone from here to here. So all I would say is, don't. If you want to stock up on it, don't buy it now. Wait till the 1st of September. Anyway, you never heard that. Juicy says, hi there, gorgeous. Which Revox product would you recommend? Thank you, my love. Send you lots of love back, gorgeous. Revox products. Love their azelaic acid. Fantastic. 10% concentration. Really good. I love their Q10 serum, but it's in an oil, so it's great for dry skin, not so good for oily, acne-prone skin. I really love... Oh, they do some retinol creams. They do like an encapsulated retinol night cream. So good for sensitive skin. Definitely would recommend that. And I love their 20% glycolic acid. Great if you want something that's not quite as strong as the peeling solution by The Ordinary, but still really works. Those would be like my top 3 for them if I had to choose. Shanisa says, hi Rob, just a quick hi from me, keep the good work. Thank you so much, and honestly, you've been supporting me from the very start of this journey, so I'm sending you so much love. Sarah says, love Satin from Sunday Riley, it works amazingly. It does. If you can get over the eggy smell of sulfur, game changing. Rita says, do sulfur treatments work for rosacea bumps? Yes, they calm and soothe the rosacea, so it's great for that, and also it will help with some of the pustules that you can. Oh, that's a horrible word to use. You know what I mean? It's the technical term for it, but nobody needs that. The bumps that can be caused by rosacea. I would definitely recommend sulfur. The Vichy one, if you don't want the scent. The Sunday Riley, if you want cruelty-free and you don't mind a little bit of egg in your life. Stephen Back says, phew, I made it. I've lost where I was in my comments. I do this all the time. Where was I? Oh gosh, I'm quite far behind. I'll catch up. It's all good. It's all good. Where was I? Right. Phew, I made it. I had to take care of a customer who ordered 12 large pizzas and 2 dozen garlic twist sticks. Oh, I'd be all over that. I love the sound of that. So I'm sending you so much love. Happy pizza making, and make me, if you could make me I have really weird tasting pizza, just as an FYI, a tuna, jalapeno, and onion pizza, and send it over to the UK. That would be ideal. Thanks. And just for the record, never eat that on a date, because ain't nobody snogging you after that combination, but it's my absolute favourite pizza in the world. Let's have a look. Hildy says, hi from streaming from a hot Florida. Products and packaging look amazing. Thank you, Hilda, and honestly, sending you lots of love and cool vibes to Florida. Wahida says, hi everyone, tuning in from South Africa. Sending lots and lots of love to South Africa. Elia Moore says, hi, I'm new here from Florida. Sending you lots of love, and lots of love to anyone who's joining for the first time. We love our newbies here. We do this every week, 6 p.m. UK time, which is 7 p.m. EU time and is 1 p.m. Eastern time in the US. Says, I have brown skin and I have quite noticeable hyperpigmentation around my mouth. What help products should I use? Well, I'd say a couple of things. First and foremost, it's quite common to get hyperpigmentation around here. There's a couple of things you could do. Make sure that you're using your sunscreen in this area, because often we take our sunscreen like to the perimeter, but we don't actually push it into the corners of our mouth. So just be mindful of that when you're applying your sunscreen. Definitely would recommend an azelaic acid, because you can use that around the mouth, no problem, and team it with a tranexamic acid to double down on that. You could try the Topicals Faded, which is my favorite treatment for like that area specifically. I would recommend that, but just be really careful to patch test first, because it's a super potent product, and that should help tackle it over time. If you've got brown skin, you will be more prone to hyperpigmentation, because you naturally have more melanin in the skin anyway. So it does make it more prone to pigmentation. So don't worry, it's not you. You're not. Your skin isn't the issue. It's something that's quite common, but you can treat it with. I try the Topicals Faded. That's particularly great because skin brown, darker, deeper, richer skin tones. It's great because it was actually formulated by 2 women of color, so they kind of know what they're doing when it comes to the right actives and concentrations for, skin that maybe is deeper, darker, and richer on the spectrum than maybe someone like me who's quite fair. So I definitely would recommend that as some product to use. Jane said, I got some face mist thanks to everyone who helped me on the Mad About Skin group. It's called Timer, and it's toner and face mist. I'll try it later and let you all know. I definitely want to know about that. I love it. And Emma says, you should do a morning and evening routine. I'm not doing vlogs because I'm just not organised enough to do vlogs. I just can't. I tried, it just didn't work. My editing isn't up to it, and I'm just not organised enough. But I will do an updated morning and evening routine. I plan on posting them on the Facebook group actually, because I love to see members' routines there. So if you're not on the Facebook group already, Tom is leaving links to it in the comment section. So definitely check the Facebook group out. And when you answer the questions, just make sure you said you come from the Mad About Skin group, YouTube channel, because honestly, I'm going to be posting some updated routines there. Sending you all so much love. Jane says, hi Elliot. Yeah, welcome. Let's give a big welcome to all our new members. Like I say, we're one big community here. So whether you just follow us here on YouTube, maybe you're part of the Mad About Skin brand launch, maybe you're part of the Facebook group, wherever you join us from, honestly, it's just so good to have your support. So welcome to anyone watching for the first time. And if you're watching on replay, sending you lots and lots of love too. I actually went back, just as a side note, I went back and watched my first live streams for nostalgic reasons. Oh, the cringe. I have actually left it up. I'm not one of these shady YouTubers that deletes my old content. I leave it there, loud and proud. So if you do after this want to check out, I think it's I can't remember the date. I'll leave a date to it in the description box below if you do want to have a laugh. In international languages down says, your website looks great. I have a quick skincare question. Can I use a 2% salicylic acid as a spot treatment in the same routine as azelaic acid 5%? Yes, yes, and yes. I think it's a great combination. I love my 2% salicylic acids, and it works really well with azelaic acid. Both of them actually are calming and soothing, so it worked really, really well. Definitely recommend it. Now, let's have a look and see. Sarah says, hi Rob, I struggle with dark under eyes. Any recommendations for helping this area out? Yes, I think when you've got darker under eyes, you have to just tackle it with like a multi-pronged attack. So a couple of things I'll mention. First and foremost, I would definitely recommend you reach for a caffeine solution. I would definitely look at niacinamide that has more long-term benefits. I'd look at bakuchiol, which is a great retinol alternative under the eye, or a gentle retinol serum to use under the eye. My favorite is the Bro Mask, which is by Jackson Lane. They do like, it's like a gel mask. I use it like twice a week. So good, literally game-changing for the under eye area. Don't be put off by the fact it's very heavy marketed towards guys, because you know what, skincare is universal, so just use it, love it. That would be my recommendation. Also, don't forget facial massage. Do this, circular motions pushing into the tear duct, because that's where everything drains the lymphatic fluid out. Do that 20 times with your cleanser. Game changer, and free. Don't need to spend any money. You got your hands for free. Now I'm going to take a quick sip of my tea. We've still got 10 minutes left, so don't worry. I'm going to go through all of the questions, as many as I can. We've got 112 likes. If you haven't already, could you smash that like? Actually, don't smash that like button. That's very violent. Could you gently caress the like button to support me out? Honestly, I would love you all forever. I'm going to take a big sip of my tea, and then I'm going to come on to some of the questions. See if I can get through as many as possible. So good. Suzanne says, I love the packaging. Thank you so much. Amy says, do you use the Q10 night or in the morning? I use it both morning and night, and I love it. Literally love it. Now, let's just see if I can go through as many questions as I can, where we might have multiple questions, so I can get through as many. Serena says, Rob is right. The UK is superior. Can't wait to move back next year. Guilty as charged. I do think we have some of the best drugstores out there, and I've travelled the world, and I always go in drugstores to buy skincare. I do think the UK drugstores are pretty good, though, yeah, they are pretty good. Just going to call it out there. Marjania says, I was curious when it first entered your mind that you would want to have your own skincare line, and what inspired it. It's just always been a dream of mine. I always wanted to create something that had my name on it, but actually had the ethos behind it, and I didn't want it ever to be about the money, which is why I kept this product super affordable, because it's not about making a load of profit, making a load of money. It's about fulfilling a dream. And I wanted something that was genuinely universal, but not, you know, a lot of brands say suitable for everyone. You think, yeah, right. I actually wanted something that would work for everyone. So it's kind of, it was a culmination of a bit of a journey. I didn't wake up one morning and thought, need to have my own skincare line. It's kind of a journey that I've been on, and honestly, it's been the funnest ride ever. I've loved every minute of it. The fact it's sold out is the icing on the top, like the cherry on the cake, because honestly, it was just so fun doing it. Jim says, can you layer niacinamide on top of vitamin C? Yes, you can. People say you can't. It's to do with an old research paper that said you shouldn't, but the products have changed so much now, so you definitely can. Glenn says, can you layer the ordinary gram-active retinoid 5% after applying the Neod Elan 30? You can, because it's gram-active, so it's more gentle. I wouldn't always recommend using vitamin C, high-strength vitamin C and retinol in the same routine, but because it's a gram-active retinoid, it's much more gentle, so you should be absolutely fine. Just patch test first to be on the double safe side. Tom says, similar to William's question, can we use well, you've said hot you covered. You mean got you covered, but actually I like the hot you covered, to be fair. I might rename the serum. Is that too late? in the evening with retinol. You can, Tom. Really good question. And you can use it morning and evening, and alongside any other products that you want. The only time I would say just be a little bit cautious is to make sure that you don't use too many vitamin C's, because it's got vitamin C derivative. If you've got very sensitive skin, don't use another vitamin C. If you've got resilient skin like me that want that vitamin C fix, you can absolutely use a vitamin C alongside it as well. Just kind of be mindful of your skin type with that. That's the only thing I'll call out. Jim says, what's your thoughts on layering skincare by pH level? In theory, there are some benefits, but it only really applies to peptides. So as long as you're not putting your peptides on an acidic product on top of an acidic product, you're absolutely fine. I think it just ends up too complicated for me personally. Glenn said, of course it's not worth it. It's so expensive, SkinCeuticals. It is expensive, but I do know so many people that keep going back to it time and time again, which is kind of what made me want to film this video, if I'm honest. Rushy says, you are the most down-to-earth person I've ever seen. Oh, thank you so much, my love. I promise, I'm northern. I'm from the north of the UK. We're quite down-to-earth people. I like to think anyway. Ailey says, no, don't buy into the SkinCeuticals one. I love the drunk elephant though. I think we all have our favourites, which is why I want everybody to comment on that video and say what their favourite vitamin C is, the dupe for the SkinCeuticals or not. Sending lots of love to Vivian from Dublin. Now I'm just going to go and see if there's any common questions that I can get through to kind of double up on everything. Let's have a look. Oh, Sweet Tea, do you think there's a link between seasonal allergies and acne breakouts? Definitely. I don't know whether it's like cause and effect, but I think we touch our face more, we scratch, we itch. All of that leads to bacteria, breakouts, irritation. So there's definitely a link, definitely for sure. Let's have a look. See if we've got any comment rules. Let's have a look. What's your take on the ingredient allantoin in skincare? Great, super calming, super soothing. I personally love it. I don't think it's like a standout and I have to have it now, but I do think I do really like it. Let's have a look and see. I hope Decium does the big discount again this November so I can afford to try out some Neod. I do as well, Emily. I'm all on favour. I love it. I always stock up there. But like I say, that 15%, which is linked in the upcoming video, so you can see it in the description box if you do want to check it out. I think it's close. It's something. It's not 23%, but it's something. Oh, so Revi says, to prepare our skin for the cooler fall weather, is there anything you'd recommend doing now? I wouldn't. I change my skin when the weather actually changes. I don't think there's a theory out there that our skin takes time to adapt to products and changes in products. I personally don't think, unless it's a super high strength active, when you should go gentle, it really does. I would wait when your skin tells you it's ready to change. So in fall, you'll find your skin getting a little bit drier. Usually, you might find that your skin getting a little bit duller. That's when I take the opportunity to dial up my vitamin C and add an extra hydrator, maybe an extra hydrating toner or serum in there. That's kind of the only things I do to change into the fall, the autumn skincare realm, and I do it when my skin tells me. At the moment, I'm still super greasy in summer mode, so I don't do anything just yet. So and say, so we've got Raquel. Hi, my boy's 15 years old and has acne. I gave him niacinamide 10 from the Ordinary. Is it a good idea? Actually, Raquel, I think for teen skin, I actually think the 10% zinc from the Ordinary is really good. I think the issues with irritation, sensitivity, and things get as our skin profile ages. So I actually think it's a good strength for a 15-year-old. I would also recommend a 5 or a 10% azelaic acid to go alongside it. Honestly, if I'd have known about azelaic acid in my teens, my acne would have been so much better, and I would definitely have recommended it. So have a look at that. I would definitely check it out. Let's have a look and see. So, hi Rob, can I use the Ordinary lactic acid and azelaic acid in the same routine? Yes you can. Azelaic acid isn't an exfoliator in the traditional sense, so you can use it with other exfoliating acids. Glenn says, what's your holy grail retinol? Love the A-Game by Geek and Gorgeous. Literally game changing. I do use Differin, which is prescribed to me interchangeably because it does help to keep my acne at bay, but my favourite over the counter has to be the Geek and Gorgeous A-Game. Literally the best. So, well, can't believe, oh my gosh, we've actually nearly reached 7 o'clock. So what happens now is, today's video is dupes to the SkinCeuticals. I would love it if you could join me to watch that video. If you can't stay for the full 10-minute video, that's fine. Just click the like button and then you can save it to your watch later or whatever. But I'd be really grateful if you could join me on that to support the channel. And hopefully you might learn something, share your thoughts, and honestly, share your thoughts and feelings on the dupes for SkinCeuticals, because I really do want to explore more and understand whether maybe for some people it is just that game-changing product where there is no dupe. Jury's out, and I want to hear everyone's views. I would love it. If it's not too late, we've still got 1 more minute if you want to click that like button. We're at 124 likes, which is so good. So thank you so much. If you haven't already, you can minimize the chat, click the like button, maximize the chat, and then it'll take you back to wherever you were reading in the chat. And honestly, I would love you so much. Every time I do these lives, I'm just going to end on a little bit of let's end on a soppy note. Every time I do these lives, I'm blown away by the number of people that want to take part and share. And honestly, I just love you all from the bottom of my heart. It's my favourite part of the week is sitting down with you guys on a Saturday and chatting, and I wouldn't change it for the world. I would love if you could join us next week, same time, Saturday, 6 p.m. UK time, 7 p.m. European time, 1% East Coast US time, where we sit down, we do all of this good stuff all over again. If you haven't already, like I say, smash that like button, and now you don't even need to do anything. Just seamlessly, you're going to be transferred over to today's video, which, like I said, is on dupes for the SkinCeuticals CE Ferulic. I really want to know what you guys feel about this one, so I'm going to end the stream now, and you'll segue seamlessly over to that. Thank you so much for sharing your Saturday with me, and I'm sending you the biggest love in the whole world, and I look forward to chatting to you on the next video in a minute's time.